Flosstube. It's Jen from Jen's Stitching Niche, and behind me is Sally from Jen's Stitching Niche. Back for my 15th video. Sorry for the long absence, but it's been busy. Semester's going strong. Market was great. I've had a lot of things going on, but I'm glad to be back in front of the camera for a little bit. You are looking at a different perspective from my craft room because I removed the bed. Normally, or as long as we've had this house, we had a bed in here and I took it out. I'm sorry, Teresa, she has to sleep on the couch now, but I took the bed out and set up a craft room, and that's all because of Michelle Rudy's craft room reorganization video. If you haven't seen that, you should go over and watch it, and then you'll want to reorganize your craft room as well. So I watched the video, and I made my husband watch part of the video, and I'm like, I really want to reorganize my room. And so finally, this past weekend, he was happy to go with me to Memphis, which is about a 5-hour drive for us. But we went up to Memphis on Friday, and went to the IKEA Saturday. And I was able to buy some furniture to set up a kind of a large workspace in the corner, and that opens up the craft room. And you can see that it's a used craft room because it's a mess right now. I'm still reorganizing things and trying to clean up some stuff, so there's things out. We were sewing this weekend. My sisters and friends came over, and we were making project bags, and I'll show you some of that in a little bit. So ironing board's still out. I've been doing some beading work. That's what that thing is right there. The ornaments from the Ornament of the Month Club, that's one of them on the dresser right there. These are the Amethyst Ornaments. They're purple ornaments, and I'll get it in just a second so you can see it closer. But they didn't send enough beads, so I was only able to finish 3 of them. Here, let me get this so you can see it. So this is essentially what they're going to look like. There's different patterns, but it's just a bunch of sparkly beads, and it's cute. As Teresa would say, it's not my favorite, but it's cute. They'll just decorate my dresser over here, or chest of drawer. So when we went to Memphis, I had a plan to get a corner table and to get some tables to extend off to make an L-shaped workspace, so that I could have a sewing machine set up all the time and not have to move it. Because this table is what I've been using, but half of the table, that direction, my son uses for his animation stuff. And then actually he uses the whole table. I'll come in here and he'll have sets and claymation models everywhere. This big stack of boxes behind me, that's all models that he's developed, clay models that he's keeping for the different films that he's creating. So I don't get very much use out of it because he's always using it, and, artist. So I decided I wanted this to make more workspace, and so we went and got that, and I'm going to move the computer around a little bit. I hope it doesn't make too much noise. I know sometimes the mic picks up some screechy noises, but we'll see. So this is the sewing table. So I've got my sewing machine set up, and some more La La Loopsies. I collect La La Loopsies, or I collected La La Loopsies. I got a lot of them. That right there, that doll right there is actually one my grandmother made me. I don't know if I've shown you that before. I'll have to show that in another video. But below her, that's a whole bunch of, y'all see my baby? That's a whole bunch of La La Loopsies. I have a lot of La La Loopsies. And then on this side, this is where I'm going to have a cutting space, and this other workspace. So this is kind of the setup. And it's a mess because I'm still setting it up, cleaning up. But I'm cleaning this closet out, and I've got drawers to put everything in like Michelle Rudy said you needed. I got the little cabinets with the drawers that the tabletop sits on. And I'll pull stuff out and fill these drawers up, and then that space is still filled. I don't know what's going on. It's like things are multiplying when I close the door. But hopefully, once I get everything organized and I can see what I've got, I can start finishing some projects and make better use of this room. But, so yeah, that's my beginning of the reorganization of my craft room. We're which I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I love it. I got a new chair. I've already used the sewing machine at this space. It's perfectly spaced. I have, this corner as a big open space because I need a Cricut maker now. Another floss tube thing that I've learned about. But I'm planning on getting me a Cricut, and I've got a space already organized for it. I'm just going to be so creative. It's ridiculous. So that's kind of my update on my craft room. I have been doing a lot of stitching, not as much as I'd hoped, because Market was great, and after Market was even better. Thank you, everyone. Y'all have kept me so busy, but so happy. We went to Market. So Teresa went with me last year as my kind of guide to explain to me and let me, help me with that. Well, she had a booth this year, and she talked about it on her video. And if you've watched Susie Reno, Sue, who is was the other half of Raise the Roof, she was there helping Teresa, and I love Sue. If you haven't seen her video, you need to go watch her videos. I'll link it below like everybody says, but she's a super sweetie. And she was there helping Teresa. Well, I needed help too, because that's I need moral support. So my sister Bridget and our friend Lisha agreed to come with me to Market and to be what one lady called the Sherpas. So they walked around and helped me keep me sane and helped me kind of juggle all the stuff that I needed to juggle. So I have a clip of an interview that I did with them last weekend, and I'll insert it here. Hey, it's Jen from Jen's Stitching Niche, and we're back from Market. And on this part of the video, I wanted to introduce you to the two people who helped me so much during Market by keeping me sane and keeping me within my budget. It's Lisha, my friend Lisha, and my sister Bridget. So I'm going to let them talk for just a few minutes about what they thought about Market. So what did you think about Market, Bridget?
Well, I thought it was huge, first off. It was way bigger than I had imagined it was going to be. And it was amazing to see all the different pieces and to see all the different designers and to actually be able to put faces with names. And so it was very fun.
Did you get anything?
I got a lot of stuff. I got way more than I was supposed to, and I blew my budget totally.
There was a lot of really cool
things. Budget? I didn't budget.
I had an imaginary budget of what I thought I was going to spend, and that was not what I spent.
Well, Alicia, what did you think?
I had a lot of the same reactions. It was much bigger than I thought. I was very honored to get to be in Jen's entourage and meet all of these cool designers that I've seen for years and be able to put a face to a name. I thought that was really neat. We got to help Teresa from Shakespeare's Peddler get some of her stuff ready, and that was kind of fun, but it was overwhelming.
Yeah, there was, we were there. We got there, what night did we get there?
Friday.
It's been a long week. So Friday, and we went and got checked into our hotel because we weren't at the same hotel. And then we went over to the Embassy Suites, found Teresa's shop, and went in, and we just started stuffing charts. And we put charts into bags until
forever,
like 11:30.
Yeah,
maybe not that late. It was pretty late.
It was pretty late.
We helped a lot, and she amazingly. Teresa always gets it together. Sometimes you're like, are we going to get this all done? And it's always done. She works her magic. So,
yeah, the difference between her room before and after was amazing. I'm like, how did she manage to get all this done?
Well, and you can see it on her video. If you haven't watched Teresa's video on the Market review, she actually shows some of a clip of all of us working the night before, and you can see it doesn't look like what it did the next day.
No, it does not. It was like very bewitched.
Yeah. But it was a fun Market. We got, and I'm going to record another section where I'll show some of the cool things that I like from Market and things that I kept from Market and things like that. But it's been a really great week. I have been packing orders every night until I just go to sleep. But it's been fun. I loved it. That's kind of my favorite part is packing the orders. So, but it was a really good Market, and I don't think I could have done it without these two because they kept my kept me sane because I was like, give me a check. And,
Here you go. I want it.
Yeah.
Label, please.
Label. So,
Here, put this in my bag. Carry it for me.
Did you give me some candy?
I need some water. I'm so parched.
They made it easy to be special. So.
We made her a princess for the day.
For the
It
day,
was great. So.
And half the next day, and then we were done with it.
And then we were done.
Yeah.
And then we were like, all right, you're on your own.
Well, and you guys were even working on the drive up because you were doing the thread packs for Teresa's kids.
Yeah, we
So
sorted all of Teresa's thread for her.
they earned
So
their
if you didn't
keep.
get the right thread, it's
Sorry. But it was a great time. And now Teresa's calling us, so I'll call her back in a minute. All
I
right.
did bring my bag of what I
Oh,
brought
you want
home.
to show it?
I can.
Okay, well,
All
go
right.
get your stuff and show it.
Get my bag too, please, Sherpa.
Sherpa.
I'm not your Sherpa.
She's my Sherpa.
Let's see. All right, hold on. What did I buy? This is my bag.
Show the bag.
I'm
This is
going
a really
to.
cool bag.
I love this bag. Cute.
So that's from the primitive hair.
I love the primitive hair stuff. It's so pretty.
Yes.
All right, let's see what I got. Hold on. What's this one that I got? I have pet turtles. My boys and I have pet turtles. So I bought this one. Thought it was really super cute. I'm not very good at this. I got this one. Coffee bean sampler.
From Heartstring Samplery. That's the newest one in that series. You've got all of them now, don't you?
Yes, I do. And now I'm going to stitch them all. It says, my birthstone is the coffee bean, which I thought was very cute. And then I got these two from Teresa Kogut because I love pumpkin-headed people. And so it's 3 girls and then 3 boys dancing in the dance party.
Did y'all hear that? It says meth head Teresa. Hold on. We're going to pause. Okay, we're back because someone called and I had to edit parts out because it didn't sound very nice.
All right, so I'm just going to show those again. These are by Teresa Kogut, and they are Dance Party and Ghoul Friends because I love little pumpkin-headed people, and this is me. And this one with the bad attitude over here is Lisha, and this one over here is Jennifer.
Yeah.
Lisha's she's rolling her eyes at me. I can see it right there.
I love that one. That's in my shop. Most everything she's showing you, I've got in my shop as well. Except these sold out like immediately.
And these are the new Erica Michaels berries, St. Patrick's Day berries. I think she shared them on her Facebook page today. Aren't they adorable? I
really
love them.
Those were really good. So I mean, I think I sold all of the ones. I've got to reorder those.
And then
Strawberries are pretty.
Yeah.
this is Manny Dodonna,
Mm-hmm.
the Flower Cottage sewing basket. I like the little beehive in the middle. Hold on, there it is right there. And it makes all the instructions on how to make the little basket, which I think is really cute. And then another coffee one because I love coffee. And
I didn't get this one.
it's in the bag
Oh,
by
that was Noteworthy Needle.
Noteworthy Needle.
Yeah.
She said she didn't want to make people upset, so she says both coffee and tea. You pick. And then a bee sampler, because I like bees. Sorry, Alicia, I'm like covering up your face over there. And I loved this
That's
one.
my
This is
favorite
by,
big one that you got. I like
Yeah.
this one the best.
that's the one you like
And
the
I've
best?
sold a couple of. I have that one in my shop.
That one's cute.
It is.
I like it
really
because it's like, quilting bee, spelling bee, honey bee.
Look how she did it on the back.
Oh, cute.
Lined it up.
Yeah, don't do it. There we go. Isn't that cute?
That is cute.
All right. And then there's the Here There Be Monsters, because I have 2 boys, so I want to stitch this and
They're
hang it in my
monsters.
house.
That's cute.
They are monsters. And then the last one I'm going to show is this one, because I thought it was hilarious. It's from Priscilla's Pocket. It's called an apple, and it says, "A stone from the hand of a friend is an apple," which I think is hilarious because it means that when I insult you, Lisha, it means I love you.
And when you said that, the designer said, "You're the first person who got that."
And she was like, "I'm so proud of you."
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are what I bought.
Well,
And
and this one,
This is our,
I like that one.
yeah, we all love this. We actually got to see the whole series.
and it's
It's
really,
really
cute.
good. So we're gonna stitch this in a stitch along.
Hands-on
Yeah.
designs.
Yeah.
New. They're like, you can make the pillow or you can make the drum, and we've all decided we like the drum.
And it comes with the velveteen, and then you can get the pins from Just Another Button Company. And I've sold out of mine. We went back and got more, and I've sold out of them. And I'm going to restock them as soon as I can get a hold of Kathy.
Hold on, they're here.
Oh, the pins?
Yeah.
They're so cute. That little blue crab.
The little blue crab.
So
Too cute.
Too cute. All right, so that's
all
that's
right.
the gist of mine.
I
All
didn't even do near as much damage as that. I was very selective and bought only the best.
Yeah.
I bought my first chatelaine. I'm pretty excited about that. I started with a mini. We'll
That's
see
so
how
pretty.
that goes.
Very pretty.
I want to do one eventually when I finish my 100 projects.
Yeah, that whole start a day business is for the birds. One start, one finish. That's me. So.
I'm like 19 starts, 0 finishes. So, you know. Go ahead.
You got the best of all the worlds.
Exactly. I just keep starting things.
This is one of my favorites from Gervais. I have a soft spot for Americana, I guess.
It's really pretty.
It's really
I like
pretty.
that.
I really like the Gervais patterns, but they don't have names on them, so they're hard to find. But they're very, very pretty. And all of her stuff was really pretty.
And they're all stitched on 32 count linen with DMC.
Yeah.
And they all come with, cover it up, Bridget, for me. They all come with some kind of charm.
And they're usually big charms.
And they're only $12
They're really
for the
cute.
chart and the charm. So I bought a bunch of these.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
these are really pretty. Her stuff was really pretty. She was
Yeah.
really sweet.
Very
Very-
elegant and seems like it'll be a quick stitch. I've not had anything from her, but
yeah,
I think it'll be an easy stitch.
really pretty.
I kind of have a thing for ladybugs too, so I got this from, I don't know who it is.
Miss Meadows?
It's
no, that's the.
Allison Adelaide. Yeah, that's really pretty.
That's really pretty.
Comes with a big old button too.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
And I actually saw these next three on Pinterest and pinned them. I didn't know who they were by, didn't know I could get them, but I saved them for later and was going to give it to Jen and say, here, find it. So we did.
Those are so cute.
Shannon Christine.
Look at that's pretty.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
I just thought they were
Oh, another little
trucks
truck.
are really popular.
Yeah.
There was lots of those going on.
Little red trucks.
Those are really pretty.
It was very pretty.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's yours?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and so they were great because I always get what I like because, that's my motto is I stitch what I want and sell the rest. Borrowed that from Bluebell. But it was nice to take them along because then whatever they picked out, I bought more and put it in my shop too.
So, yeah.
They were
broadened her horizons.
Yes,
Exactly.
broadened my horizons. Well, again, thank you so much for going with me. I don't think I could have
Thanks
made
for
it.
asking us. I had
We
a
had a
great
good time. And this is mine. We go on trips together all the time. My sister and sister-in-law are behind the camera. You want to say, at least let them, they won't even say a word.
Hi.
That's my sister Sharon, and then the one that's crocheting so loudly over there is Katie. So, but I'll add more. This is just a portion of the video. Teresa's on her way, and we're going to record something too. So it's going to probably be one of the longer videos for me. But it was such a fun week with Market.
We had a great time. I mean, we always have a good time when the three of us go places. We've been friends for 20 years.
Yeah, we weren't friends before 20
No,
years ago.
we
I couldn't
weren't.
stand her.
We were not friends.
She was
So
the worst little sister. I'll tell
We've
you
only
stories
been
later.
friends for 20 years. But so for the past 20 years, the three of us have been going on trips and doing things together, and we always have a blast, and this was no exception. We had a wonderfful time.
And then we have-
exhausted, but
We were.
Oh, yeah,
It was
yeah.
exhausting. So, and we have to say hello to our other sister.
Yes, our sister and our other mother that we saw.
We met our other mother.
I know,
So, hey,
wonderful.
Katrina.
Hi, Katrina.
Katrina Boyd's our other sister, and we love her retreats, and we got to meet her mom, too.
Yeah, I actually startled some lady at the retreat because we were on the balcony, little walkway, and Katrina and I saw each other and we both go, "Sister!" And the lady totally freaked out. So
But we had a good time.
It was great.
So. All right, well, thank you. And I'll attach the rest of the videos, and we'll edit this somehow. So, thanks. And you can see them also on Teresa's video when she did her market video, because they came, when we got there Friday night, we dropped our bags at the hotel. We weren't at the same hotel. We were at the Drury across the interstate. That's where Katrina and her group were. Katrina Boyd, love Katrina. Hey, Katrina. So we stayed over there, and we dropped our bags and ran over to the Embassy Suites, found Teresa's room, and started helping her pack stuff for market. And we were there for a few hours. It didn't seem like a few hours, but we were there for a few hours. And then we headed back to the room. Now, one of the things I've been doing lately, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know about this, is I bought a book called Foodimentary. Oops. This is the book that has been controlling my life for the past, what's today, the 21st, 21 days. It is, it's the Celebrating 365 Food Holidays with Classic Recipes. It's not a recipe book. I love cookbooks. I read cookbooks when I eat, but it has whatever the day is, each day has some celebration. With this one talks about the different food celebrations. So in my weird, quirky ways, I've decided that I'm gonna celebrate every day. I'm gonna do whatever it says. I'm gonna eat what that food is. So March 1st was the Thursday before market, and that was Peanut Butter Lovers Day. That was easy. I ate a peanut butter toast for breakfast and went to work. March 2nd, the Friday before market opened, was Banana Cream Pie Day. And we got to Nashville and we were helping Teresa, and I kept telling everybody, I have to go find banana cream pie. And they're like, what are you talking about? I said, it's Banana Cream Pie Day. I have to go find banana cream pie because I don't want to mess up my streak. One day I want to make sure. Sue thought I was crazy. Teresa knows how I am. So we went and we Googled, we looked at there's several pie shops in Nashville. None of them had banana cream pie. But finally we found one at 11 o'clock at the Walmart near the hotel, and I had banana cream pie. It was delicious. Lisha and Bridget, who were like, well, you're going to eat that whole pie. If we're going to go find this, you're going to eat the whole pie. They were happy we got it too because it was very good. But I've been celebrating each day. I post whatever it is on Instagram so everybody can enjoy my weirdness. Today was Crunchy Taco Day. So we went to Qdoba and had crunchy tacos. Tomorrow is Water Day. I can handle that. That's going to be an easy one. But I love that kind of stuff. I'm a check. If you give me a list, I love to check them off. My brother-in-law used to pick on me all the time. He's like, Jennifer, I've got this list of toys. You want? And I'm like, no, because I love to complete lists. I think Vaughn has talked about that in one of her videos. Totally can relate to that. So I have 365 things to check off. But some of these things are great. It's like in July, there's some variation of ice cream or alcoholic beverage. My husband's birthday is Lobster Day. I'm excited about that. Then we've got like Peach Ice Cream Day, Caviar Day, Daiquiri Day, and Ice Cream Sundae Day. All right, that's not too bad. So that's kind of a off-the-topic obsession, but again, if you're watching me, following me on Instagram, you're well aware of my crazy. In February, I did go to another Katrina Boyd retreat in Orange Beach, Alabama, and had the best time. I love Katrina. I don't know if I've said that, but I love Katrina. Katrina is a sweetheart. She's my long-lost sister. I met my long-lost mother at market. Katrina's mom was there, and she's as sweet as Katrina. But we were at Katrina's retreat. I got to meet Leslie from Under the Sea Fabric. She's amazing. Hey, Leslie, I don't know if you watch my videos, but you're amazing. She was hilarious. We enjoyed being able to visit with her. My sister Bridget, my friend Lisha, and my older sister Sharon, and I all went to the Orange Beach retreat, and we had a good time. It was nice. They didn't have the rooms available when we got there, and it just kept going on, and our rooms weren't available. So finally, we decided if you've got one room, we'll all stay in one room. 4 people in a room may be okay for a day, but 2 days may have been too long. Whatever. We had a great time at the retreat. I did finish quite a bit while I was there. So one of the things I finished, so I guess I'm progressing into my finishes. So I finished, you can't see that. This is the Autumn Band Sampler from Little House Needleworks. And this is one of my Year of Whips finishes. So I think it's cute. I love the squirrels. They're so cute. And this is just, I think, 28 count raw linen. And I just used DMC. There may be one Gentle Arts in here, but I think it's mainly DMC. So really cute. I don't know if you see it, but right over my shoulder, right there, that's the winter sampler, band sampler. She has the series, so I've got to do the spring and the summer still. Another finish from the retreat was the Potting Shed by Brenda Gervais. So I love that with the little bee skips. So pretty. And that's on 32 count something from Silk Weaver, I think. And then another finish. All of these were close to being finished, so I just finished them that weekend. This is Earth Sampler from Primitive Needle. And there's a lot of mistakes in here. I don't know what happened, but they all fit. All the letters, all the numbers fit, and all the little animals fit. They're just not quite what their original shapes were supposed to be. But it's okay. It's so cute. I think my favorite part is that whale. Right there. Right there. So cute. So that was a finish. Another finish from this past month, so excited about this, is the Autumn. So what is this? Sampler of the Seasons Autumn from Brenda Gervais. I love this. This is probably my favorite of the three that I've finished so far. So I've shown the winter sampler and I've shown the spring sampler. So I just have the summer sampler left to do. That is such a pretty. The little apples on the ground are just adorable. So love that. Now I found this frame at a thrift store. And I think it's going to be just perfect for that. Don't you think? It's just going to barely fit, but it'll work. Let's see. I don't know if I've shown this one. This is another finish. I had lots of finishes in February. But this is the Wee Beasties. Maybe this one's 3. But isn't that amazing? That's all DMC. There's a little bit of satin DMC in the black, but this is white. So all these little light spots, that's just regular cotton DMC. Love that. And then another thrift store find. I think that's going to look perfect in there. And then another finish. I had a lot of finishes. And I don't know, I may have shown you these in a previous video, but it's been so long. And I love them, so I want to show them off. This is Bird's Eye View from Kathy Barrick. I love this. This is one of my favorites. And another frame that I have. This one was actually a $2 frame from Hobby Lobby. Oh, how am I going to get this? There. You get the gist. It's going to be so pretty. Whoop. Whoops. And another finish from the retreat. This is Lake Julia's Bees. This is from a Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I'm going to frame it in this frame. Just try that there. And it's upside down. Yeah, that's upside down. Is it? There it is. That one was really fun to do. All right, so that's all my February finishes. I've had one finish in March. I actually finished this on the trip to Tennessee. Memphis. It was this one from Not Forgotten Farms. It's called Summerfield. And that is not a good picture. I saw this at a retreat that I went. I didn't go to the retreat. I just went to the shop at their vendors area in Marietta, Georgia. And I got to see the real thing, and that's probably why I ended up buying it. But look how pretty it is. So cute. And this is all DMC as well. I just love her. She's showing a lot of skin on those shoulders. And that sheep is very cute. But this one was a fun stitch. It's not Forgotten Farm, Summerfield. And this is just, I think, summer khaki, 32 count summer khaki and DMC. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Frame it up somehow. So those are some finishes. Oh, I showed you this frame. It's got all kinds of spider webs. What I'm working on now, I'm working on a few whips. So as I've said in previous videos, the way I do my rotation, I'm down to 95 whips. I'm very proud of myself. So 95 whips. What I've done is I've identified 18 at the beginning of the year, which are part of my year of whips. And I stitch on one of those for a full week, trying to finish it up. I've finished 5 of those now, so I'm doing pretty well on that. And then I randomly select one of my other whips to stitch on each day. So this week, my Year of Whips focus piece is the Stacy Nash Grace Bridges, which I love this. Last night I worked on that yellow house and got the windows in. I think once I get those windows in, it's going to go a lot faster. Where did I put the part? Because that's what I'm working on. But it's just beautiful. I think this is 40 count moonstone. Something like that. I love that. Love the fabric. It's good. I'm going to stitch on that later tonight. And I guess that's pretty much it of what I've been stitching on. Tonight I'm supposed to stitch on, I think what I had pulled to finish is actually one of my completed projects, so I can just stitch on Grace Bridges. I've been obsessing about Harry Potter. I've been listening to the Harry Potter books on Audible when I'm driving. So we listened to it when we went to market. My husband and I, he and I went to some place. Well, when we went to Memphis this past week, we listened to it on the way up there, but he couldn't stand it anymore and wanted to listen to something else on the way back. So anyway, and I've been listening to the Harry Potter books back and forth to work as much as I possibly can. So I've been obsessing with that, and I've actually been watching the movies as well. Last week was our spring break, and we were off. I had to work a couple of days at campus, but the rest of the days I was able to stay home and do any work that I needed to do. Plus, I needed to stay home because, oh my goodness, my little Etsy shop was buzzing. I had so many sales, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I love to pack things. I love to put everything in the envelopes and get everything ready, and I did a lot of it. At one point, I had 4 bags of things to mail, and when I went into the post office, John, who is one of the people that works at the post office, he was like, "You have been busy." I'm like, "Yes, I have." But it was enjoyable. I think I've sold almost everything I bought at market, and then Teresa, I love having a designer that's within, driving distance, because I can just call her and say, "Hey, I need so-and-so," and I have sold a lot of Teresa's charts. Of Teresa's charts, I'm not sure which one is my favorite. Probably, I don't know, this one. Isn't this adorable? So this is the model that she showed on her video. So she finished this. I stitched it for her. My husband and I went on a road trip the week before market for a conference that he had to go to. And so as we were driving, which was about a 6-hour drive, 4 hours of that drive, I stitched this up. So it went really fast. And then I gave it to her and she finished it in the box. So the kit came with the button, the threads. I think that's it. Yeah, the button and the threads. And then she suggested finishing it in the box. And this is a box she found at Hobby Lobby. And she actually has a tutorial. So in the instructions of the kit, or you can buy the chart by itself, she talks about her tutorial. but I thought it was really cute. I've got it sitting up on the shelf ready for Easter to go along with this little guy. When we were going to Memphis, we stopped at Wolf Studio in Jackson, Mississippi. This is a family of artists. The BB is the person that runs it now, but her parents started it, and they do a lot of pottery and ceramics. And I bought this. Isn't that cute? Love that. I like to pick up BB's stuff every now and then. I have a couple of birds that she has designed. So that was my little gift to me. I thought I'd show you some of the things that I got at market that weren't the typical designs or the typical items. I don't have much to show because everything's sold out, but I did pick up in the Krynick booth. That Krynick guy is hilarious. He's super sweet, and there's always interesting things to find. And last year I got these, and this year I picked up some. These are little sets of French silk. So it's 14 skeins, 2.5 meters a piece, but they're color coordinated. So this is kind of the grays and the brown, grays and darker colors. But all of that for 20 bucks. I got all the colors they had, and I've just got these two different colors left. This is a pretty one. And then the other booth that I went into that Julie McConnell actually talked about this. And I was like, I'm going to talk about it on my video. And then she talked about it. So maybe you've heard this already, but it's the Rivaris. They have such a pretty design aesthetic. It's a lot of different print stuff, but this is several of theirs. And the thing that's crazy is these are, what, $12 a piece, but it comes with the charm. And some of these charms are huge. They have Americana stuff. Comes with a little button. And this one, my friend Lisha liked this one. Comes with a charm. But I've got several of these. I just pulled some to show. This is their Thanksgiving. And then it comes with the trim and the little leaf. So some really cute stuff from that booth. And I mean, there was so much to see. There was even the, what do you call it? The diamond, I kept calling them diamond dots. Is that what this is? Where you have the little applicator and you stick it to the sticky board. I'm doing one, it's underneath here. I mean, it's fun, it's cute, and there was a couple of people that were selling those there. I got a couple of pillow kits. They're little pillows to sell in my Etsy store as well. But I'm doing one that's fairly large, and when I finish it, I'll show it off. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's fun to do. What else did we see that was really fun? The sulky threads that everybody's talking about. We got to talk to the representative for that, and my friend Lisha is actually, she purchased one of the sets and she's going to try it out. All right, sorry, my phone rang. My husband had to call. We have no phone line. Our landline, which is how we have internet, someone did something to it and it's not working anymore. So we are out of a phone until Monday. Today's Wednesday, so we're almost a week with no landline, which I know most people will be like, that's fine with us, but that's how we have internet. So we don't have internet, which means I can't watch Flosstube, which is important, but also means I can't work from home. I have to go on campus when I could stay home, and that includes the weekend. So I'll have to be on campus this weekend. I was talking about market and how much fun we did have a great time. And again, I cannot tell you how happy I am that Lisha and Bridget went with me. Lisha and Bridget and I have been hanging out with each other since 1999. Bridget and Lisha started working together in 1998. And we call ourselves the collective brain because we work so well together. We love the same kind of crafts. We get together and craft all the time. We have done all kinds of crafts together. And I love traveling with those two. They are they're my peeps. You know, there's several of us that get together and craft with Bridget and Lisha and I and Teresa and my older sister Sharon. We have a friend Donna that comes and hangs out with us too. But, you know, Bridget and Lisha and I have been going to lunch almost every week since, I don't know, I mean, since about 1999. We see each other a lot. So they're amazing. And I thank them for helping me out. So, the other thing we did this weekend, so again, I watched Michelle Rudy, and Michelle Rudy was talking about doing the project bags and said you just go watch the tutorial that Dina from Making Life Count posted. And so I did. Let me fix my hair a little bit. And, you know, the first one wasn't good, but then I've been making these project bags. So I'm going to show you every single one of them I've made. So this is just fabric out of my stash that I bought for some reason, and I don't remember why. So this was one. And my mom bought a bunch of zippers at a garage sale. And she's like, well, you can have all those zippers. So fortunately, they all match things that I want. This is very similar. It's from the same line. Just a little different on the backing. And the zipper is really old, but cute, cute. And then this is, I love yellows and grays together. So this is one that I made from a line of fabric I bought a long time ago. It's at one of those shops where they rip the fabric. And then this is the one that I made Sunday with Bridget and Lisha. So cute. And I may have already shown these. These are some that I made before market. Love that. That's saltwater taffy, I think, or something like that. It's a motif fabric. Here's from that same line of grays and yellows. And my last one. But my plan is to make a whole bunch of them. So I have 95 whips, and I keep them in these envelopes like this. But now I might have to make enough, or maybe, I don't know. I'm obsessive, and I'll probably make 100 of these, but they're fun to make. They're easy to make if you have time. They can be very frustrating. I've got old the vinyl that I used was older, and it's all wrinkly, and it was very frustrating at times. But it's all good. They're just for me. Okay, so that is my updates. My plans for, oh, I do have one thing. I don't have it over here, but Sue actually gave us all one of these at market. And it's beautiful. Thank you, Sue. I'm using it to hold a quilt project that I'm going to be doing. Again, if you haven't watched Sue's videos, you should go watch her videos. She's so sweet. She's a great stitcher. And her sewing is amazing. But I've got several quilt projects that I'm starting. I'm going to show some of those later once I get a good start on them. Kathleen at Kathleen's Trodden Trail is like my crafting twin. Everything she does, I either want to do it or actually have it in the works in some way. And on her last set of videos, she was showing some projects from the Primitive Quilts and Projects. It's a magazine. You can get it at Books A Million. And it was hilarious to me because she's showing the different projects, and I'm like, I've got that one flagged. I want to do that. And that particular magazine started a 4-part mystery quilt series, and I'm going to do it. So I ordered the entire set of fabric from one of the shops listed, and they send you all the fabrics to do all 4 parts. You can do it as 4 individual quilts or 1 large quilt. I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but I got that in, and that's one of the things I want to start soon. I still have 2 chapters left to revise in the textbook. Once I get through those last 2, my life is going to be so much easier, and I won't feel so guilty when I'm enjoying some free time. I do quilt, and I do craft. I just feel guilty while I'm crafting. I want to be able to do crafting and not feel guilty about it. But I'll share some of that as I get more involved in it. And now that I have more space and then I'm going to have more time, it's just going to be the best crafting few months as the summer kind of rolls through. I'm excited. So thank you again for visiting with me. Again, sorry the place is a little bit messy, but you know, it's all good. And I hope to post videos more often now that I've got a better setup and things are slowing down a little bit. Visit my little Etsy store, Jen's Stitching Niche. I marked a bunch of my stuff down that I've had in my shop for a while. So I try to put clearance somewhere in the title. So if you're interested in that, check that out. If you need anything, just let me know. And thanks for visiting.